Can someone tell me where we find the real men? I have been out on so many dates this past year
Of
with
course you
men
have.
who have told me that I'm intimidating because I'm real and honest and I know who I am.
You're not
I'm
intimidating.
confident. I've only been on one date in the last year
The Chad.
with someone I was actually nervous
Oh wow.
with.
Uh-huh.
And I was like jittery and nervous and awkward. And it was such a good
Right.
feeling
Yep.
because he
The
was a man.
tinglies.
And
Interesting.
he's a real man. Thing is, he lives 2 hours away from me. And
Oops.
yeah, so I'm looking for a man's man.
Very interesting once women hit a certain age and they realize they don't have any eggs left. They're not really that attractive anymore. The youthfulness, the all of the good things that were, you know, that men hold value in women, it's completely gone. And she doesn't understand that a lot of these guys are going to match with her online and they're going to make sure that they live many hours away. They will definitely make a short drive to come lay pipe, but ultimately these men are not going to want anything long term. You're just continue getting ran through. You're continued going on dates and dates after dates and not even realize that you're alpha widowed, and none of these guys will ever measure up because you're constantly comparing all these new dudes to that one dude that gave you the warm and fuzzies, the tinglies, that one dude that lit the night on fire and the passion and the romance was out of this world, and you couldn't believe what was happening and everything was perfect and he was perfect and you were just, it was, everything was exactly how it needed to be, and now no man can ever measure up to those impossible standards that happen after you met some random dude on Tinder that one fateful day. Give me a break. Something I've noticed with some of this women only content that they push out, which is only in the women's space. You have to be in the algorithm to see this content. Obviously, a lot of this is dating content. You'll see this, and it's women helping other women how to find men, how to get men, how to quote unquote keep men. Keep them like they're like it's a wild animal or something. Something I've noticed in these spaces is that a lot of times, especially when it comes to what I've been seeing on TikTok, is a lot of these types of women, whenever they fail at something enough, and I've had so many videos of this, and you've seen some of these older women where they have failed so many times. They have gotten divorced, they've been ran through, they've been broken up with, they've been heart's been broken, single mom, alone forever, 50 years old, hit the wall. They've All these things have happened, and yet they're online giving advice to women on how to find men when they can't keep a man themselves. They're so far removed from men that they're like, now they're just spitting delusion, you know. It's an endless barrage of like some of the craziest shit you ever heard. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening to this stuff, and then I kind of look, like in some of the spaces I'm in where you have these influencers, maybe they're men. A lot of times these men influencers, they're helping other men, how to get in shape, how to find women, how to meet women, how to, and all this. A lot of times these men are in shape. A lot of times these men have a woman, or in some cases multiple women that they're they're flaunting around, because men, whenever they see content like this, they won't prove. They won't prove. Be like, okay, well, why should I listen to this guy? I don't even know like what he's doing. And then you see proof, and you're like, okay, well, this makes sense. Women don't think like that. Women actually, well, what happens is a lot of these women, and it's happening with women as young as 30 now, where they have been completely ran through. They've been completely discarded. No man wants them. And any man that is interested in them, they are actively pushing away because they don't meet their silent standards, which they'll never say out loud, but it's like, they have to be a certain height. A lot of times it's like 6'3", 6'4", which is insane. That's like super tall, and very small percentage of men are going to be 6'3" that meet all these standards. But again, they're playing the points game, sure, whatever. Well, here's my thing. Why are these women listening to other women who are completely single, completely like alone, forever alone?
When I was single and I saw a cute guy at the bar or the restaurant that I wanted to come talk to me, this is what I did, and it worked every single time. I'm not even kidding. Let me set the scene for you, all right? So you're at a restaurant, you're at a bar, you're with your friends, and you see someone, and you're like, right? You want to talk to them. Now this works if they're like sitting at the bar or near the bar or standing by a bar. Go belly up to the bar, right? And wait for the bartender to come ask you what you want to drink. You don't need to say anything to the guy. You don't need to acknowledge them. Get on your phone, talk to whomever is around you, do whatever you want. And when the bartender finally comes up to you because it's your turn to order a drink and asks you, hey, what do you want to drink? You say, I'm not sure. And then you turn to the guy that you were Googling at, right? And you say, what are you drinking? That's all you say. You don't say anything else. You turn back to the bartender and you say, yeah, I'll just take 2 of those. This is the part that most people, this is where they mess up. And this might seem like a little game, a little toxic. I don't know. Don't start a conversation with the guy who you just asked what they're drinking.
Yes! 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 No! No! No!
You see, here's the thing. And I'm gonna let this woman finish her little training session here. But this is exactly what men at bars want. Okay, they want a woman to come up to them. You gotta understand, this guy's sitting at a bar. He's minding his own business. He's drinking a drink. This woman is initiating everything. This is what men want that are sitting at a bar, because this man already knows, hey, this woman's gonna be super easy. I'll be able to lay pipe tonight for sure. All I have to do is like do these very nonchalant, conversation tactics that she's wanting me to play into. These men know the game. They know the game. And that guy definitely rearranged her insides later that night. Okay. And, for women that want to listen to this advice, absolutely. If you want to get your back blown out, go to a bar and meet a random man. It's not hard. Like this, why is this advice? This is like the simplest stuff. Yes, walk into a bar, look at a random man, okay? Make sure that your assets are in his face and, say random words. Like you can actually say the most wild off the wall shit to a guy and that would not deter him from trying to play into this little game and take you back to his 1-bedroom apartment. Let's continue.
Look around like you're looking for your friends. Get on your phone. Literally do anything else. And when the bartender finally brings you over your drinks, you just slide the other one over to the guy and you say, have a good night. And then you walk away. When I tell you this leaves a man baffled. They don't know what to do. Men never have people buying drinks for them. And I guarantee that man at some point in the night is gonna come over and thank you for the drink or start talking to you. When I tell you this works, every time. And like every single one of my guy friends agrees that, oh yeah, if a girl did that to me at the bar, I would definitely go talk to her. Just like, guys, if I'm wrong, let me know that I'm wrong. But it worked every single time for me when I was single. Ladies, if you see a cute guy at the bar, buy him a drink. Just, why not? See what happens. Anyway, that's it. Gotta go. Bye!
Let me guess, you two are happily married now? Couple kids? You settled down with the barman? Oh, you didn't? Oh, he just blew your back out that night and never called you the day after. Well, it was a success all around then, right? Oh, it wasn't a success. Oh, you didn't finish, only he finished. And then he kicked you out right after. Oh, and you left your charger there and he won't give it back. Interesting. See, this is very interesting because to her, this is a win. She's giving advice like, hey, women, walk into a random bar, buy a random man a drink, and then he'll talk to you. Yeah, this is common sense. You don't even have to buy the guy a drink. Well, you're wasting your money buying the guy a drink if you want to get your insides rearranged later. Like, if just don't buy the drink. Okay, hand him a piece of trash and walk away and say you're welcome, and then walk away, and then you'll get the same reaction. Like, men don't care. Like, this is such a delusion. This is such a delusion. Okay, that could have been a piece of gum instead of a drink. It literally could have been anything. But no, this is this is what we've come to. Women are telling other women to go into a bar and to buy men drinks to get them to stay the night for bedroom activities. You don't have to do all that. Okay. And why are you meeting men in a bar? What is, wait a minute. Why are you meeting men in a bar? I thought you didn't, a bar is not, I don't think a bar is a good place to meet any kind of guy you want anything long term with, honestly. So this is just, you're just telling women to buy men beer. Hey, look, I support it. Okay. And hey, for any women watching, if you ever see me in a bar, I'll take a Modelo.
Every guy who is boyfriend material and on dating apps is going to have these 3 things in common. So if you're sick of matching with and going out with fuckboys, or just dudes who are not ready to commit, write this down. And while you're at it, run through my workshop from the top of my page to make sure that your profile is also communicating the right thing. First thing to look out for is kind of mediocre photos with good content. Generally speaking, the boyfriend material men are the ones who are not hoes, meaning they haven't had reason to take better photos, and they're gonna be pretty normal dudes, and most dudes just don't take photos unless there's some sort of event, like they're out and about with their boys or they're at their friend's wedding. So do not write men off for not having super attractive photos. Second thing to look out for is he puts actual effort into his prompts. So this might look like the same prompt you've seen over and over because he actually looked at an article to try to get more matches, and it's honestly kind of cute and adorable and dorky if you think about it. Or he has one of those prompts that has like 5 lines of text and you're like, whoa, calm down. That guy's taking dating seriously. You can tell because he's taking his dating profile seriously. And lastly, he will go for a coffee date for the first date. This is because he's not trying to show off anything by taking you to a fancy dinner, nor is he a fuckboy trying to invite you out to like watch a movie at his place. My clients who started scouting these things out under the guidance of my workshop, which you really grab from the top of my page if you actually want a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, are getting into beautiful relationships. One of them is literally in Paris right now with her Hinge boyfriend. So follow for more.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
None of this matters. Okay. And then I'll tell you why it doesn't matter, because the women she's talking to are not going to be matching with the ugly men. The women she's talking to are not going to be matching with men that refuse to take them out on a dinner date. You know, they're not going to go for coffee dates. And I understand that, you know, this woman is very sincere in her advice. And you know what? What's crazy is this advice might actually work. It could possibly work. I mean, you know, there are guys on there that have, you know, crappy dating pictures or whatever, I'm assuming, but women are not matching with these men. They do not want these men. Okay. Dating apps is all about visuals, and women, they see something visual and they equate that to emotional. And that's kind of hard to understand as a guy because we see something physical and we keep it physical, and there's really no emotions that get tied into that. But when a woman sees a handsome guy, a good looking guy, a guy with surprisingly with neck tattoos and all this stuff, they see a protector. They see a guy, a provider type guy for some reason. So, you know, if they see the guy that isn't necessarily in good of a shape, I'm not saying he's obese, but he's just not muscular. He doesn't have tattoos. He's taking a picture next to his modest car, next to his modest apartment, his modest life. Women are going to be swiping no on those men, because they're not matching in their head what they want. Women already have in their head the type of men they want. Even in the situations with the bar, these women are not buying drinks for ugly men. Like, I hate to break this to you, but these women are not buying drinks for these random ugly men. Okay, you have to be attractive. You have to meet the silent standards. And if you don't, then these videos do not apply. So I say good job, you know, good effort. It's a nice college try, and look, these men will almost 100% run through you. Okay, you'll have no problem bringing these men back to your bedroom and all this other stuff. But as far as long-term commitment, I mean, these guys have limitless options. So you're you know, the lady with the green thing in her hair and the face acne, and the other woman with the big teeth and the astigmatism, like, these women are not going to get these long-term husband relationships because they are not allowing to see themselves as an average woman. They're going after these dudes that are honestly way out of their league, but these guys will always entertain them because they're going to get what they want out of the women either way. So either they get what they want by these women leaving them alone, or they get what they want by taking them back to their bedroom and then the women leaving them alone. So either way, these men are going to get exactly what they want. So whenever I see advice like this, I don't necessarily equate it to advice that help women. I only equate it to advice that women use to help certain types of men get what they want.